With Washington so sharply divided along party lines,
Democrats have yet to get serious about real spending cuts.
And with tempers flaring over a fiscal cliff that threatens to send the country back into recession,
I don't understand his brain, so you should ask him.
You might wonder, is there anything in this town that can bring Republicans and Democrats together? The answer is yes. Washington Redskins 22-year-old rookie quarterback Robert Griffin III, or as he's known, RG3. Washington, of course, is all about politics, and it takes a lot to get people to turn their attention to something or anything else. But at the age of 22, Robert Griffin III is doing just that. He was born in Okinawa, and his mother and father were both sergeants in the Army. He graduated from Baylor in just 3 years after winning the Heisman Trophy. On the field, he can beat opponents through the air and on the ground. This week, we learned he's equally good at dodging and charming the Beltway media.
I definitely pay attention to politics. I don't get involved in politics because there's a few things you don't talk about, race, religion, and politics, and I stick to that.
The guy was a political science major. He knows about politics. He's clever. He's smart.
Columnist Sally Quinn writes about Washington's elite. Like many Washingtonians, Quinn's family plans their fall weekends around Redskins games.
And it's what people talk about at dinner parties, it's what people talk about in the office, and it has united Washington in a way that I have never seen before.
This week on Capitol Hill, with fierce negotiations taking place over the fiscal cliff, we spoke to congressional leaders from both parties who wholeheartedly agreed.
RG3, big fan?
I am a big fan.
Democratic Congressman Chris Van Hollen represents Maryland's 8th District, just a 30-minute drive to Redskins home games.
Well, I think Congress would love to trade our approval ratings for his approval ratings, and the reason he is able to bring people together. Congress, as the clock winds down, we're in the fourth quarter as we approach the fiscal cliff. If we can deliver like RG3 delivers, we'd be doing well.
Do you see him as somebody who kind of is a uniter?
Absolutely. This guy's really impressive.
Former Republican vice presidential nominee Paul Ryan doesn't usually stop for hallway interviews, but he made an exception to praise RG3, even though a congressman from Wisconsin has to put the Packers first.
I'd like to think more that Green Bay's America's team, and so we can think the same way. But look, RG3, it's great to see a young guy come out and be so successful.
Even the Republican majority leader in the midst of tense negotiations is inspired by RG3.
I think he certainly offers a little bipartisan hope, and we're all hoping that the Redskins have a very successful rest of the season.
It's probably like covering Bruce Springsteen or
Sports writer Dave Sheinin is writing a series on Griffin III for the Washington Post.
This town, Obama or RG3, who's the bigger figure in town, who owns this town, and it's really one or the other, and you just flip a coin.
He's a great young man and a heck of a lot of fun to watch, and I wish him all the luck in the world, except when he plays the Bears.
RG3 may only be in his first campaign or season in Washington, but he sounds like a seasoned politician with a big future on and off the field.
When it comes to a town like D.C. that is so political, you just got to make sure that you try to be politically correct every chance you get. So my political correct answer is no comment a lot of times.
For CBS This Morning Saturday, Chip Reed, Washington.